Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chubb Reviews. But today we're not going to be reviewing any game. We're going to be talking about the last 10 games I reviewed. This is episode 2 to my all-time game ranking list, where I just list and rank all the games I've reviewed thus far. This will be the next 10, so we're only 20 games in. A little shout out to my previous reviews. Basically, it shouldn't be that long of a video. Watch the first video if you want to watch them all in a row and see how I line these up. The description will have the entire list thus far. Anyway, let's get into it. This episode, I'm not sure what I did in the first episode, but this one, I'm going to go from my least favorite to most favorite played that I reviewed, or not played, but reviewed in the last little bit. My least reviewed, or my least scored game of the last 10 games I reviewed was only a 6 out of 10, which was Chariot, which was, go check that review out. It was kind of like a bonding experience puzzle game. It was cool, nothing crazy, slightly above average game. Right above that, at number 16 of my all-time games, is actually Kingdom Hearts 3, which is one of the lowest 7s I think I'll have for a while. It's not an insanely memorable game, but it was cool because you play in Disney Worlds. Above that, 15, I had at number 15, I had a lot of 7s in this. Another 7, Batman Arkham Asylum, the first Batman Arkham game. Was a lot of fun. It was a cool beat 'em up. Could have been better. Looking forward to playing the next Batman games. I have the collection. I just need to play them. The 7 above that was Detroit Become Human. Sorry I'm looking down so much, but Detroit Become Human, very interactive game movie. It was fun. 7 out of 10 is probably the highest I could give it for not really having much gameplay. Above that is actually a good one at number 12 on my all-time ranking list. Skipping up a little bit, Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, my most recent review. That game was a lot of fun to play through. It was really hard to put this below Devil May Cry 5. It's right below there. I'm pretty sure Devil May Cry 5, which was also the next game on the list, number 11. A 7 out of 10. These two games are really even to me for completely different reasons. I felt Devil May Cry 5 was a bit overhyped. I feel Darksiders 2 was a bit underrated. Going a little fast, sorry guys. Right above that, we got number 8, which is my first 8. Oh, not my first, but my first 8 overall of this. 8 out of 10 on this on these 10, which is Gore and Canoli. Pretty low 8 score, but the game wasn't bad for like a 3-hour game. You just play with your friend, and pretty memorable, cheap game. Above that, a surprising 8 out of 10 for me was Titanfall 2. A really cool first-person game. It was weird. I've never played Titanfall, played Apex Legends, played Titanfall, did a review on it. Check that out. Above that, a really high 8 overall. My favorite hack and slash game thus far reviewed of the 3 on this list. God of War 3 Remastered. 8 out of 10, very high, 8 out of 10. That's number 6 on my all-time game ranking list. And in the last 10 games, I reviewed the number 1 game thus far on all the games I reviewed. My first 10 out of 10 on the channel, Last of Us Remastered. It is a remastered game. We all knew it was going to get a 10 out of 10. I would watch that review. I said if you replay it today right before the next game, it might be like a 9, but its lifespan of this decade is a 10 out of 10. Really excited for Last of Us 2. This was a really quick update on my 20 games now. Check the description for the whole listing, and check my game reviews for the actual reviews on these games. Thanks so much for watching. This is probably my least viewed video from the series on the channel. It will be for a long time, but this will be my core, and this is something I like to do. This will be an insane list after a while. See you guys in like 2 more months on this series.